Hi, welcome back to SwissWatchExpo. Jason here, and today we're going to do a little bit of a size comparison with one of my favorite green dials from Rolex, so stay tuned. Hi, welcome back. So today we're doing a little bit of a size comparison today because we know that most of our clients are purchasing these timepieces online, sight unseen, and you're really quite not sure what size to get. So today I have some of the more modern sizes for Rolex men's timepieces. So I have a 36 millimeter, a 40 millimeter, and a 41 millimeter timepiece here. And these just all happen to have some of my favorite green dials that are very unique to Rolex. So first we're going to take a look at this beautiful Rolex Datejust 36. And this is not just a normal olive green dial. If you take a really close look, you can see that there's actually a lot more texture. You can see like the palm leaves on the timepiece here. And if you take a really close look, you can just see that they kind of like ombre the colors a little bit. Almost looks like a zebra pattern from really far away. I think Rolex did a really great job with this. If you're looking for something that's very unique, a little bit different, and has a little bit of character to this one is a really great piece, especially with the Rolex factory diamond hour markers paired with that olive green dial. I think it just looks absolutely gorgeous. Of course, you have your fluted bezel, which is going to give it a nice little bit of a fashion look, and then a sportier look with the Oyster bracelet here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly try this on so you can see what the 36 millimeter looks like on my wrist. So for reference, I have about a 6 3/4 to 7-inch wrist. It's a little bit on the smaller side. So for me, I feel like the Datejust 36 is a really nice size for me personally. Just for an everyday wear, I don't feel like the size of this case is too cumbersome to wear. I think it's really nice in proportion. And again, just that beautiful, unique dial that's on here, I think just really pops out. And if this is something that you're looking for, this is a really great option. We do have a few of these left in our inventory. So check us out at SwissWatchExpo to make sure that you do see our updated inventory here. So next we're going to be talking about the Rolex President Day-Date, and this is also in the olive green color, but you don't have any sort of designing on here. I think it's a really nice, clean look. So if you take a really close at the dial, of course you have your day and your date listed on here. And what I love about the President's models here is the bracelet on here. It's just a really nice feel. It's all precious metal, so this is all 18 karat white gold. And it has a really pristine feel to it. So the money that you're spending on this, you're going to definitely feel it when it's on your wrist. It's very hefty and it's got just a really nice feel to it. If you take a really close look at the dial here, I love the way that the light plays off of this olive green here. I think it's just really beautiful. It's not just like a flat green. You do get some little bit of texture to it, a little bit of different colors, variations on here. And I think it looks really good, especially with the classic Roman numeral hour markers. To me personally, that's one of my favorites on the hour markers. Because when you think about a classic clock or a timepiece, most people usually think of just the Roman numeral hour markers. So I think this is just a really beautiful look. And if this is something that you're looking for, please check us out for our current inventory. So for a size comparison here, I do have again, this is the 40 millimeter case size. You can see on my wrist, it's still not too large. I think this is just a really nice timepiece to kind of go out for on like a cocktail night or a date night. It's something that's not too flashy with the white gold on there versus some of the yellow gold President models that we have. I think this is just a really nice option, and you're going to get a lot of eyes looking at this beautiful olive green dial. So next we're going to be talking about the classic Rolex Oyster Perpetual, and this one is actually in the 41 millimeter. And a lot of times when you're looking for a 41 millimeter timepiece, most people are looking for the Datejust or the Datejust 2. But for me personally, I love just a really clean and simple dial style, and I think the Oyster Perpetual really gives that look. If you take a really close look, very simple complications here. You just have the baton hour markers that are loomed. You have a really nice green dial there. I think it kind of reminds me of either like a golf course green or like a tennis court green. Even though it is like a flat green, I think it just looks really nice. It pops really well, especially with those hour markers on there. I think it's just a really nice and simple look on a timepiece, especially paired with the Oyster bracelet and the smooth dome bezel. Just a really nice everyday wear. And for size reference here, we do have the 41 millimeter case size on my wrist. And again, it's not too large. And I think Rolex does a really great job with their sizes in their lines to make sure that they're not too big of a timepiece on your wrist. They're not going to be too cumbersome. And if you do compare this to the 40 millimeter we just looked at, there's not a huge difference in the size. So it is very minimal. Now, if you are looking at the difference between the 36 millimeter case size, you'll definitely see a little bit of a difference. So if you do have a little bit of a larger wrist or you do enjoy the larger timepieces, I think the 40 or 41 millimeter case sizes will be just right for you. All right, so we do have a few of these available here at SwissWatchExpo.com, so go ahead and check us out online for our most current inventory, and leave a comment down below. What is your favorite dial color? Mine just happens to be green, and we just happen to have a really good selection of these. So stay tuned till next time.